Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to kind of do a quick presentation on common interview questions and things to consider. So one of the common interview questions is to tell me about yourself. This question is often used as an icebreaker and gives you an opportunity to provide a brief overview of your background, skills, and experiences. So not your life story, just the bullet points. When answering this question, focus on highlighting your relevant qualifications and experiences that align with the job requirements. 2. Why do you want to work for our company? Now, this question allows the interviewer to gauge your interest and motivation for the position. So, to answer this question effectively, demonstrate your knowledge about the company, like their values and core metrics and things like that, and explain how your skills and values align with their missions and goals. Number 3, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Now, this question aims to assess your self-awareness and ability to reflect on your own abilities. When discussing your strengths, focus on the ones that are relevant to the job you're applying for. But when you are discussing weaknesses, be honest, but also mention the steps you've taken to overcome or improve upon them. So, for the strengths, you're going to pick 1 or 2. I'm on time. I adhere to my schedule. 2, I accept responsibility, added responsibilities as business needs met. Weakness, I might be a workaholic and people need to tell me to have a better work-life balance. That'd be a good thing. So we know about the STAR method. So this will be a brief overview. Number 1, situation. Describe the specific situation or challenge you faced. Provide enough context for the interviewer to understand the scenario. Task. Explain the task or goal you needed to accomplish in that situation. So be clear about what was expected to you. So this is where you put the big part of the story, the details, the task and action. Action. Describe the actions you took to address the situation or achieve the goal. Highlight your specific contributions and the skills you utilized. End result. Share the outcome of your actions. Emphasize the positive impact you had and any lessons learned from the experience. By using the STAR method, you can provide structured and comprehensive responses to behavioral interview questions, showcasing your ability and past experiences. So let's do an example. They say, please talk about a time where you had to deliver bad news to a caller. Okay, so the situation is we are an inbound call center and somebody had called in about fraud charges on their account. That's the thing. Okay, task. So I went ahead and verified them on the account and looked into their account history. I went over the various transactions and which ones he was disputing and which ones he was saying that he did. So action. So what I did is went ahead and notated the account and looked at the account history. I checked where those transactions were and discovered that several transactions were made out of state. Result. So the result of that is we were able to go ahead and credit him those fraudulent charges. We went over security and safety of his card, and we were able to go ahead and issue out a new card and close the old card out. That is one method, one way to do the STAR method. So we need to talk about researching and understanding potential interview questions. So review common interview questions and start by reviewing common interview questions related to your industry or to the specific role you're applying for. This will give you a good starting point for your preparation. So common interview questions can come from the goals and visions of the company. So in the previous example, I was in the fraud department. So what questions, about verification and security, meeting needs, de-escalating. So those are all things that the fraud department rep would be doing. Study the job description. Carefully read the job description and identify key responsibilities and qualifications required. Use this information to anticipate the types of questions that may be asked during the interview. So, for example, if you've worked in the fraud department before or another department in a bank for, say, 3 years, okay, talk about the responsibilities you had in that role and how it matches the current job description. You also want to research the company. Gain a thorough understanding of the company and its values. Research their mission, recent achievements, and any challenges they may be facing. This will allow you to tailor your responses to align with the company's goals and values. And seek insight from current or former employees. A lot of us on the Facebook group do this. Reach out to current or former employees of the company to gain insights into the interview process. They may be able to provide valuable information about the types of questions asked or the interviewer's expectations. So if they use a STAR method, if there's a typing test, if there's a behavioral assessment, all of these things are things that can definitely be done. So let's talk about how you practice and prepare your techniques for interview questions. Mock interviews. Now, those of you who are on the Work at Home Job Factory, they have a admin who does mock interviews for a very decent price. So you can conduct mock interviews with a friend or a mentor. You can practice answering different types of interview questions and receive feedback on your responses, and this will help you identify areas for improvement and build your confidence. Record and analyze. You can use, if you have a webcam, record yourself answering interview questions and analyze your responses. Now pay attention to your body language. If you're like, you need to pay attention to your body language, your tone, and the clarity of your answers. Make adjustments as needed to improve your overall presentation. You should research industry trends. Stay up to date with industry trends and developments. This will enable you to provide insightful and relevant answers during the interview. Some of these trends is company A doing layoffs? Did they do layoffs? Is company B on a hiring freeze? Is company C only asking for reps during the open enrollment or annual enrollment period? These are all things that you need to look into, as well as ask the interviewer. So develop a list of key points. Create a list of key points, for example, that highlight your skills, experience, and qualifications. This will serve as a quick reference during the interview and help provide you with well-rounded responses. If you need to, write it on a paper, stick it on the wall behind your computer so they can't see and it doesn't look like you're looking down, but you just read off of it. And it could be like bullet points, examples, and things like that. So in conclusion, here are some final tips to help you in your journey to master interview questions. Practice, practice, practice. The more you practice answering interview questions, the more comfortable and fluent you will become. Be yourself. While it is important to prepare and present yourself professionally, remember to be authentic and true to yourself. Emphasize your unique qualities and experience. Research the company. Gain a deep understanding of the company's values, culture, and mission. This will help you tailor your responses and demonstrate your alignment with the organization. And after all, follow up. After the interview, send a thank you note to express your appreciation for the opportunity. This will leave a positive impression and show your continued interest in the position. So, you guys, this is just some examples. I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Becky, and I will see you next time.